move this.
We got
this
work.
Is not actually that heavy.
Really?
All right.
Nope.
Oh no.
Oh no. Get your phones out.
We just need these to separate.
No, you still need the livers.
So we are back on trail, and we have Easy Boy who bought me a Diet Coke, especially. And then this is Molly.
This is Molly.
And this is she's a good girl. She's a good girl. Who's a good girl, Molly?
There was a tree down on the road that we all just had to move.
Yeah. So we just did some trail maintenance by moving a tree, and then trail magic straight at the start. And then here's Molly giving me a little lick. Oh. And
I'm just the
No, he's part of us. He's our virtual family. That's Rock Slide.
this is the van we shuttled up in.
Yeah, Rock
This
Slide
is
is
crazy.
Pushing this off to the side. And I'll show you what it looked like. There was just like
So,
all of this debris.
what a start to day 61. Not at all ominous. Ah! Ah! Okay, understand now why we have to be careful. Because of the overly friendly dog. Oh, there she is. Molly.
Oh,
So
it's over
cute.
there too.
Good morning. And welcome to day 61 of me huffing and puffing. So, we spent the night last night in Blacksburg. Lovely lovely town. The home of Virginia Tech. Go Hokies, I believe. But yeah, great little college town. Lots of fun stuff to do. We ate and passed out basically. I did a little resupply. So our packs are now super heavy. For every up, there's a down, right?
And life as well.
Yeah. Enjoy your hike. So we are currently hiking up the last bit of this hill that we from where we jumped off yesterday. All grumbling and groaning about how heavy our packs are, because we now have like 5 to 6 days of food to get us all the way through the Virginia Triple Crown and into Daleville. So don't know if the camera does the justice, but so we're coming up. That's flat, so it's not super steep, it's just long and kind of gradual. Sass looks super happy back there.
I love the AT.
We love the AT. And yeah, there is something at the top here, I think called Kelly Knob, where apparently there's a nice cave to explore, according to our awesome shuttle driver rock slide this morning. You may have already seen the footage, because it depends where I put it into this, of us clearing a blowdown. So we had that fun this morning. And then super nice to meet Easy Boy, who has set up trail magic at that spot and recognised Sass, Gadget and me from our videos. He even had a Diet Coke specifically for me, which is insane. The idea that anybody who doesn't know me is putting up with my nonsense on this. So thank you, Easy Boy, if you are watching this. That really, really, really made my day. But anyway, enough panting and huffing and videoing. I'm now going to puff and pant without videoing. Happy hiking. Okay, up at the top, there's a lovely little campsite here. Yeah, would have been very nice to stay somewhere like that. Probably not last night. Again, the temperatures got down to freezing or maybe below freezing. I think the temperature was freezing in Blacksburg, and then you add on a bit for elevation, and we kind of, conventional wisdom seems to be that you add or subtract maybe up to like 10 degrees for the elevation that we generally have up in the mountains. So potentially down to like, so that's Fahrenheit, minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So potentially down to, like 22 degrees Fahrenheit. So maybe minus 5, minus 6. I can't do the conversions. I don't really know or think about them. But yes, that would have been a chilly one. So looking at the weather, like the nights are supposed to be cold for the next week or so, and then the days getting up to back into Celsius talk now. So the lows getting down to maybe tomorrow night, I think is the lowest, gets down to like 2 degrees Celsius, and then the other nights maybe 5 or 6 degrees Celsius, and then the highs for the day getting up into like 25 up to, I think I saw something talking about maybe 29 degrees Celsius. So that's going to be a hot one, especially for me. So hoping that it's not too hot, hoping that it's not too humid. That's the big thing where I really struggle is heat and humidity. There's a nice crisp feel to the air up here at the moment, so hoping that stays through. But the key part is that the weather looks like it's supposed to be beautiful for the next week, which bodes well for the Virginia Triple Crown and Dragon's Tooth, which will be first at like just after mile 700, then McAfee Knob, and then Tinker Cliffs for the third. McAfee Knob in particular is a something that I've seen pictures of, and really looking forward to that. Not sure what our plan is, but I would hope that it would be potentially a sunrise and or sunset at McAfee Knob, so that we can get spectacular pictures of it. So we'll see where we are and how everyone's doing. The tramley seem to be in relatively good spirits, pack weight notwithstanding. I think I haven't checked in on Sass this morning. She hit her head on a low branch yesterday, but doesn't appear to have any concussions, so that's good. Gadget says she's not feeling super great this morning. I'm hoping, as weird as this sounds, I'm hoping it's just maybe something she ate rather than illness. She says her throat's fine, so it doesn't sound like it's the same thing I've had, because I'd hate to have given the thing I had to any of these wonderful people. They've, especially after they really helped me out over the last few days or week, probably even at this stage. Excuse me. Really helping me out with not just getting through the days, but also with like laundry and logistics of hostel bookings and those kind of things, where maybe I wasn't as fully with it as I could have been. So those guys have really helped me out. So yeah, really hope I haven't made any of them sick. And then everyone else, so Blessing seems in pretty good spirits, although apparently her underwear is falling down, so I think maybe she's losing a bit of weight. But she'll love me for sharing that with you all. And then Lumberjack is mostly in good spirits, although he is mad about how heavy his pack is suddenly. He's been doing everything he can to keep his pack weight down, including not really eating enough. So Blessings and Gadget and Sassafras in particular have been harassing him about eating more and making sure he bought more food at the resupply and had all this. He dumped a bunch of food in the at the hotel just to say, like, I'm not carrying that, because he can't close his bear bag. and at the same point he's grumbly about how heavy his pack is. It's a tough one. So Lumberjack is out here doing 4 weeks hiking, and oh, this is pretty lovely rocks. But yeah, so he's out here doing 4 weeks of hiking to see if he can do an extended hiking trip. You know, the distance is somewhat irrelevant, although he was aiming to try and get up to Waynesboro, which would be about 400 miles. But he's done backpacking stuff before, but not an extended period. So this was kind of a 4 week tester to see if he enjoyed through hiking and would want to potentially through hike the AT in a few years, when he retires or whatever. And most of thus far, he's been very happy with that, and sounds like he probably will attempt a through hike at some point. But that comes with its own challenges. The fact that he's a fit guy. He does long distance running and stuff, but he doesn't have his trail legs. So some of the longer days are not necessarily tougher, but they're trickier for him than they will be once he gets his hiker legs. But also he's going to get his hiker legs and then get off trail. So it's tough. He also doesn't have hiker hunger yet. And so he suffers with kind of the same thing that I suffered with at the start, which is that you don't really have much appetite, and you should eat stuff, but you don't really feel like eating anything. So you snack on a few things here and there, and it kind of meh. But it also means you don't get enough calories, and you don't have enough energy to really do the big stuff. So it's a bit of a catch-22. You don't want to eat, but you need to eat, so you're trying to force it down, which makes you feel bloated and not hungry. And again, for those of us who are through hiking, that's just a kind of rite of passage, and you get over it, and then suddenly the hiker hunger hits and you're destroying everything. But for him, doing 4 weeks, he's probably not going to hit that point, or he'll hit that point just as he has to get off trail. So he's got some challenges, but he seems like he's still enjoying it, and from our part, we really enjoy having him around. So yeah, fun times. Anyway, enough rambling. It's a little bit about some of the family and where we all are. I'll show you some more footage later. So this is Kelly's Knob. Bunch of cliffs scattered around, and I'll dump my bag up there. Cliffs. Let me switch this around so you can see. So yeah, so a bunch of cliffs. Apparently there's some caving maybe down one of these. I'm not sure. Can't really see too great views. Like there's some stuff over here. Definitely feels like if they wanted to, they could cut some of the tops off these trees and really open up the view. But again, I kind of like the fact that it's natural and it's not manicured for for views. But I think it looks like maybe I can get up over there, so I'll take a look up there. Okay, this is where I just pointed to. I'm probably not going to take the step to go over this deep crevasse, but I might try and scoot down there. But I'm not going to jump over to that one, I don't think. But pretty cool. Looks like maybe I can try a little scramble down here, so I'll give that a try. So apparently this is the site of an old house. I mean, I could see it, I guess, but there's certainly no walls or anything that indicates that there was a house here. If there was, it'd be a lovely little spot for it, albeit very, very, very secluded. Yeah, like a lovely little space for camping if you were going to camp. No real water around here, but I'm sure I'm sure you could make something work. And again, if there was a house here, you could almost certainly dig down to find water somewhere. There's maybe a little bit of a pool back there, but yeah, I love it. The far out or gut hug as it used to be, has this notification that there's house ruins, and so you go expecting to see something, and there's just nothing there. So it's fun. Nice little brief detour while I looked for something that apparently doesn't actually exist anymore. Fun times. I love this. So I'm walking down through, typical AT, forest, and then just out of nowhere, over to the left, just fields. Just like, love it. Middle of nowhere, or at least it seems like in the middle of nowhere, just opens up into just, pastures, I guess. I presume it's farmland or something that someone has for grazing, but it was a little surprise to see it just open up like that. Lovely. Hoping that those ominous signs, looks like a fire over there, but I'm hoping that's not where we're going. I think we're going to go more up this side and not over to where that looks to be a pretty bad fire up there. But obviously we'll just see what we see. And this, well, one I'm about to come through is Keer Oak. Yeah. I think someone said something like it's one of the oldest trees on the south of the trail, and it is huge. Zoom out. Wow, crazy. That is huge. Very cool. All the way up. Massive tree, massive. I'm going to put my trekking poles next to it just for scale. So, yeah, it's pretty big. Pretty big. Anyway, I have miles to do. And then on the top here, this is Bruiser Knob and the cairn. So there's a bunch of cairns that people have built up here for, I guess, reasons. So a lot of them have fallen down. Oh wow, here's a good one. Let me just swing you around. See this? Ooh. Yeah. So, as I like to do, I will see if I can add to the cairn if there's a stone. Is there a suitable stone nearby? I don't want to take one of these other stones from another cairn. I guess. Yes, maybe I'm picking up one of these. And we'll place it in there. The whole thing nearly fell down. That would be terrifying. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. It's weird. I'm gonna find a spot and have a little bite of second lunch in a second. More cairns. This is wild how many of them are up here. And for what reason? Are they burial cairns? Was it a tradition? Like you hike your ass up the mountain and add to the cairn? Or everybody build your own cairn. I don't know. I feel like I need to do some research, but like it feels like potentially burial stuff, right? And that makes it a little spooky. I mean, you know, it's fun, but I'm also slightly concerned about an army of zombies rising. Okay, I'm now more worried about an army of zombies now that I've said it. But yeah, it's pretty crazy how many of these there are. Okay, we are a little worried that we're heading towards this smoke, but we'll see. Maybe certain death, maybe not. So it looks like there's fires down there, and then looks like there's definitely something burning down over there, and lots of cloud up there. And then we're going this way
To certain death.
to certain death. Lumberjack is no fear. He's such a badass. I've tried to reassure everyone that we will definitely not die. I've even deployed the SOPA guarantee. Disclaimer, no guarantees. But we're hoping that the fire is like down in the valley and this is just like smoke that's warming up here, and we should be fine. We've got like another 4 miles to the shelter we were gonna stop at. So hopefully we'll be past all of this by then. But, you know, hey, we'll see. Hopefully we don't die. Okay, so update. We've just met a firefighter who has turned us around and is sending us back the 2-3 miles we've just walked back to the next shelter, because that fire was a controlled burn but is no longer a controlled burn, and they're concerned about fire but also air quality. So we're turned around, we're all heading back to the shelter. Hopefully the trail will be open tomorrow. But yeah, it's a little sucky. They'll be sending ridge runners or whoever, firefighters along to let us know. But if not, we've also got a phone number we can call to check if everything's okay. But at the moment, the trail ahead is closed, so we are heading back.